Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Stogie Society podcast. This is episode number 71, and I am Stephen of Epicurean Smokes and the Stogie Society podcast. We have our esteemed panel of leaf-loving enthusiasts, including Hugo of Hugo Smokes, Frank of Texas Cigar Society, and Randall of Cigar Scope, not Cigar Other Mouthwash. Before we jump into our show, we want to give a quick shout out to our podcast sponsors, Luxury Cigar Club and Above the Level Construction. Luxury has a phenomenal selection and those great monthly packs. We really enjoy our monthly platinum pack, and we still have that first time 15 code for first timers to Luxury, and excluding those subscription boxes. Our other sponsor, Above the Level Construction, for Southern California concrete work, including retaining walls, and other construction and concrete related needs. Check out the information bar below for their contact information if you're interested. Today, we are doing the group review of our Powstanie Wojtek Warbear Grand Perfecto out of our luxury packs. And I've got the makeup for you, which is... I just moved it, which is Ecuadorian Habano and Mexican San Andrés barber-pole over an Indonesian binder. The filler is from the Dominican Republic and Nicaragua, and the strength is reported to be medium to full. So I'm going to get mine lit up while you guys tell me what you're pairing with the cigar.
Awesome.
You want me to start, or you want Frank to start?
Go ahead, bro.
I can start. I'll start. Well, of course, we know we're smoking the Warbear. How do you say that? It's Powstanie?
Yeah, dude, it's Powstanie. It's not Powstanie. Powstanie.
Yeah, Powstanie.
Anya.
Yeah.
And I'm pairing it with my go-to old-fashioned in my Spurs cup. And
Dope. Randall, did you want to go ahead and say what you're pairing?
Oh, once we went clockwise or counterclockwise, didn't matter. I got I'm on this double oak kick, so I got some Jim Beam double oak out here, and
nice.
That's the pairing. Don't know how long it will be the pairing for, because I'd also have huge thing of water out here. But as
what kind of water is that?
Filtered water from my house, but a reused Zen water bottle.
Oh shit!
I like the.
I thought you said Zen.
It is Zen, yeah, but I like.
No, it's not.
Zen. Yeah,
that's North Carolina Zen.
Yeah, I like the 50.7 fluid ounces that it gives me, because gotta be indulgent in something. Yeah.
That's dope. I almost thought that was the Cielo bottle. Remember the Cielo bottle?
Mm-hmm. How could any of us forget?
Which one?
Yeah. The one we get so many pesos it was.
Cielo.
And I'm also smoking a cocaine bear. No, I'm kidding. Y'all seen that movie? Have y'all seen that movie?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, yeah, it's a great movie, and this I'll just say real quick, this band makes me happy because it reminded me of that movie. But yeah, we're all smoking the same thing. So,
oh, yeah. So got the Warbear also, and then I had do you guys know what Jaiba ceviche is?
Like
no
actual ceviche, like raw fish type ceviche, or what?
Ceviche soup.
Yeah, but it's the Jaiba, which is the imitation crab flakes, like the one that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one that's made with I don't know what the hell. My wife likes that, so I made that for dinner. And I always like pairing anytime I eat anything like that's fresh with a beer, but there was no beer, so the closest thing that I found to beer was this VMC. What do you call these? Sparkling whatever.
Oh. Nice.
Like
are those the fermented?
Yeah, like
teas?
a seltzer kind of thing, or
seltzer. There you go. So this one here is VMC. It's made by Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, and it has tequila, natural flavors, and sparkly water. So it's one of those seltzers. I don't know what V is for though. I never looked it up.
Nice.
But yeah, this one's pretty sweet. Actually, it's a Paloma. So it has like a lot of like agave sweetness and like the grapefruit sweetness and a little bit of sourness. I think it'll pair well with this one. We'll see.
Nice, man.
Just to back up for a second, you're right. Beer and ceviche, that's a good pairing.
I always do it. I can't. My wife has to do Coke.
Mexican
I
Coke.
can't. I can't do soda with ceviche at all. It has to be beer or nothing.
They're both
Nice.
fantastic in their own right, but yeah, the beer one is really good with that.
Yeah. AJ, are you listening from the hot tub? Is a question.
Dude, that is just badass, dude.
Yeah,
What's
I mean,
up,
it could be a regular Thursday for some of us. So,
But it's
not Wednesdays because I'm here, but
Hey, you need to do that one podcast from the hot tub.
that'd be a little difficult. Set up all the equipment around the hot tub.
Do a humidor
no.
tour.
From the hot tub?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, of course, yeah, I have the same cigar. And then I took out some Old Granddad today,
Ooh.
specifically the Old Granddad 114. And so we're both having, Randall and I, some Jim Beam. And for those of you who are fans of Basil Hayden, consider some Old Granddad, because you can bring that proof right up where it needs to be. And so the mother malt for your Basil Hayden is that stuff, which is great. So cheers to that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I switched to this earlier. I was drinking a Booker's, much higher proof. Not drinking that for an hour and a half on a podcast.
Oh, why not?
You guys know I'm indulgent. No way. I said, you know what? I pulled this out. I don't know why I pulled this out. Putting it back.
Good call. Very good call.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
definitely have to be a responsible sipper for that one, bro.
Yeah.
oh,
I'm
yeah.
excited for this show. Do you guys watch Cigar Hustlers podcast?
I do not.
Dude, I am like a daily watcher of that show. And I think in honor of the cigar later on, and in honor of Mike Stepankevich, who is one of the owners of Pastania and also is on that show, I think we should play a game that they play on their show. So once we get kind of maybe down toward the band, we should play the Guess the Score game,
Right.
where we guess what Half Wheel ranked this cigar. I already have read the review, so I know what the score is, but I would like to lead you guys in the game a little bit later in the show.
Okay.
I'm down. I like
I'm
it.
down too.
Cigar Hustlers. When do they come on?
Dude, their show is dropped every morning at 5 a.m.
Is it a pre-recorded?
Yeah. It's not live.
Okay.
Is it East Coast? Are they?
Yeah, I think they're in Florida.
Okay, so they in their heads it's 8 a.m., which is when the East Coast, I guess, would be popping a cigar. Sometimes.
Yeah, but it's pre-recorded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
guess
can
that'd be
someone-
good to listen to while you go to work. And
Yeah, I listen to it while I'm at work, so I like it.
Oh, we got AZ in the house. We got Daniel barely lit.
AZ coming right out the gate with the questions for Ugo.
Did Ugo get Botox?
Seltzer. Botox? No, do I look younger or what? Thanks, bro. Take that as a compliment.
I mean, younger or stretched?
Stretch. Do I look
Looking more and more like a Kardashian.
do I look snatched, bro? Or botched?
Botched.
So
Todd
Todd's
asked about it. Yeah.
a Cigar Hustlers podcast. So Mike Stepankevich and a couple other of the fellas, Mike Palmer and the Jester Boots, are the three that are on that show, and they have some guests sometimes, and they do some newsy news. But yeah, it's a good show.
Good to know.
Cool.
And the owner of this brand is on that show.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's Mike
nice.
Stepankevich. So yeah,
And this brand is that's barely lit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Barely
what?
lit.
Barely lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Barely
clever. It took me a
Nice.
while. Took me a while to actually get it. I was like, I don't know why
Yeah,
it came up on the feed the other day, and I was like, wait, that says barely lit. That's pretty clever.
That is clever.
hey, we also got the Cigar Ventures podcast on. What's going on, guys?
What's up, guys?
This show is called the Stogie Society Podcast.
No, he's talking about. I'm digging this so far, guys. I don't know about you. Just now passing that kind of bend in the beginning. It's opening up a little bit. It's very nice.
yeah.
I'm getting a lot of sweetness to it.
Yeah, and the
No
long
harshness.
finish, right?
Yeah, no harshness at all. Like,
What do you think about barber poles? If we're just looking at the outside,
Well,
in
this
general,
one,
do you gravitate toward barber poles if you see them at the shop?
I do.
I'll say
like
I used to. I don't anymore, but I will say this one, I actually did not even pay attention that it was a barber pole because it's almost not one, right? Like there's come on.
Yeah, it's a very it's not wrapped as many times around.
exactly.
Basically
one-to-one.
two wraps.
Yeah, and it's
So,
not
but
a
it's full. It's
one-to-one.
two full leaves. They just the way
Mhm.
they position the leaves. So
Yeah.
this is a double wrapper. So you get best of like both worlds. I guess it's the Ecuadorian Habano and the is it Habano or Connecticut?
So this is Ecuadorian Habano and MSA, Mexican San Andres.
Yeah. So you get a little bit of that coffee note from the Habano, like the me. I get like a woodier note.
It's like an
Yeah.
oak and like espresso, like a deep coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel like
you get that sweetness of that MSA.
and the
Yeah.
long finish, right? Like after everything's gone, you're talking like right now.
Yeah,
It's very sweet. It's nice.
Maybe a little leather.
Oh yeah, definitely. I get curious with barber poles.
Yeah.
And we should ask a future guest when we get one on that has barber poles. Like, don't you think this would take longer to blend? Like, I feel like it would, personally,
Why?
because you have to know each flavor profile. I feel like you would at least have to know basics, like well enough to be like, okay, what really blends, and then you have the extra component of the filler and the proportions therein.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. This is a 5-country blend, right? Ecuador, Mexico. It's got the Indonesian binder, Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. It's got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I
mean,
curious.
I think as far as like the actual barber pole components, which are the wrappers, you don't really have much choice. It's just what there is, right? I think you would have more choice in the filler and the binder for sure.
More choice. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, because for filler, there's volado, there's seco. There's different like that.
Yeah, your cigar has to stay lit.
Yeah. So for the wrapper, it's either like Ecuadorian, Connecticut, regular Connecticut, broadleaf, MSA. So it's your typical wrappers that you have two of, right? So you get the combination. Is what I'm saying. Like, and also you have like different like for the filler leaves. I'm sure there's different grades as well, right?
Yeah.
The other component to your question, do you start wrapper and go into filler, right? Like, do you start with okay, these are the two I'm thinking of blending and let me blend for these two? Or do you start kind of like maybe one is really good with this filler and then I'll see what adds, like almost like putting an extra sauce on top of something else, right? Like what would add to this blend? That's another curious question. We're getting nerdy about this tonight.
Yeah, that's good.
I like it.
Yeah,
It's above my pay grade, dude.
Oh, mine too. I'm just a farm worker. No.
Or what if it's like something that where they tried both of the like the wrappers themselves, and then they realized that by themselves it just may not pull enough. So that's probably why they maybe added the second wrapper, or I don't know.
I mean, the binder and filler are pretty common. DR Nicaragua.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
binder is the
Indonesian.
yeah, it's Indonesian, so that's kind of like the oddball there, right?
Mhm.
Which I guess is technically a Cameroon, but grown in Indonesia.
Well, it's the reverse, right? So the Sumatra leaf, Indonesian Sumatra, that seed was taken to Cameroon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's the original then.
Yeah, it's the OG.
All right.
Is anyone getting like a plum sweetness in like the retro? Like as you're blowing out slowly, are you getting?
I was trying to
some kind
place
of
it.
dark
I was,
fruit?
I was trying to place it, but I didn't make it to plum. That's
It's
nice.
some
Yeah.
kind of it's some kind of sweet dark fruit in my opinion, but like it's very good. But only slow retros, not the blow out your nose, rest of the smoke kind of thing.
You're taking David's advice, huh?
Mhm.
David's advice?
David, brand owner for
Sunrise 30% puff and retro.
Oh, I
It's a
retro
good
every
tip.
time, but
Yeah.
I vary the speed of the retro because sometimes I'm just, and that doesn't do anything for you.
You just blow real hard a lot.
Just make sure you lose the feeling in your nose, and then the other times you kind of intentional with it. Wow.
right on.
Yeah, you can't just be blowing willy nilly over there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't blow willy or nilly.
There's a conversation going on about the Avowed Awakening in the chat. I thought
did
that was
see
a pretty
that.
good cigar. That's up there with the New Dawn for me.
Mhm.
But I
So,
like the New Dawn in the what is it, the double robusto, or is it it's a double? It's like a robusto extra or something like that, right? It's not a regular robusto. Yeah,
I feel like
Yeah.
the conversation was about like there's like a group of people who like Avowed and New Dawn, and a group of people who like the 1125, and they seem to be kind of pretty divided on that. Like if you like 1125, then you really like 1125. Do you guys have opinions?
I just smoked the
don't
1125 and I loved it, and I thought that damn cigar was pretty damn fire, dude. Like it's gonna be in my top 10. for sure.
Curious.
I like it.
I think Avowed does everything that I've had pretty well so far. There's some I like more than others, but I think they have a solid portfolio. Want to try their new one, the Hollowed Hands.
I just got that one.
Oh, you just got it? You resting it?
I'm resting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, same.
The one that didn't do it for me at all was the regular Vow.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Didn't do it for me. I smoked several of them, and then nope. And I didn't smoke the 1125. Is that the Robusto or the Toro?
This is the box press Toro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only had the 1125, and I still need to smoke the rest of the vows, but I'm kind of on the other side of the Awakening and New Dawn. I preferred, so just me.
Okay. CC Culture 25 says Warbirds are box worthy in my book. I smoke very few barber poles. The WB is just highly enjoyable and impossible to put down. What is it that you like about it?
I agree. It's really enjoyable.
I agree. Let's talk about barber poles for a second.
Okay.
Like this just goes back to what you said a second ago, Steven. I didn't even realize it was a barber pole when I first got it in the luxury pack. And I was surprised. I read the description of each cigar, and it said barber pole, and I was like, barber pole. Let me see, because I was looking at the bear on the band.
Very subtle though.
It's very subtle. So
It is.
Like Frank said, it's still two wrappers all the way through. There's no just like let's cut up a little shoestring wrapper, right? I wonder if it's like an aesthetic choice if it's I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? I like the look of a barber pole. I don't like how they burn sometimes. It's not all of them, but there's definitely issues sometimes. This one is not having that issue. I don't know if it's the shape of it in general, but what are your guys' thoughts? Look wise, do you think it affects flavor at all, or I don't know.
So I think with the line, the barber pole is kind of characteristic to the line, right? So my understanding is that this is the 5th iteration of the Warbear line. They started in 2019, all as kind of limited runs. So initially, I have it in front of me. The 2019 was 500 boxes, 21 cigars. So they did a limited run. Then the 2020 was 500 boxes. So each year has been 500 boxes up through this year, rather 2025, that doubled. So 2025, there were 1,000 boxes released, but the box counts went down. So they used to always be 21 count. And then now this year, they're 8 counts. So their technical production was lower, 8,000 cigars, but their box counts went up just because they reduced the quantity per box. But it's always been part of the Wojtek line to have that barber pole appearance. I've had barber poles when I first started smoking, and I like try different house blends of local shops. I feel like a lot of local shops will have like some random barber pole. And so I always tried those blends. I don't think I was ever like, particularly impressed by them. So it wasn't something that I continued smoking. Like as I was smoking 5, 10, 15 plus years, barber poles they always felt gimmicky to me.
Yeah.
And so as I started to think of myself as a more highly seasoned aficionado, I didn't want to be seen pinky up with a barber pole. But the way that this one is done, I don't mind the appearance of it. Now, to the question of flavor profile, it's kind of hard to say without smoking both, right? Like if I had this blend with just one wrapper or the other. So I'm not sure what it would add, but I'm sure it adds something.
Yeah.
Now, I do think that because this is a 58 ring gauge cigar.
Yeah, basically it's a 60. Yeah,
60. It's a
that's
60.
the big part.
So I think that probably the larger amount of filler in here is possibly taming down the Ecuadorian Habano leaf, because from my experience, Ecuadorian Habano leaf is a little bit more spicy.
True.
in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I'm not getting any spice on the retro.
No.
Mm-mm.
At all.
No.
And then
I am now getting a little bit of like a bourbon barrel, like the
Kind of that oak,
that oakiness.
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
lightly tannic and a little cocoa now for me.
Dude.
I'm not getting the
I like
cocoa
it.
yet, but I am getting like a little bit more depthy wood, definitely.
Mhm.
And it's been earthy. But the leather, but you mentioned earlier, once you said leather, Steven, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a leather cigar. Because I'm still getting that leather slick on the tongue. But I'm still getting a little bit of that
Slick.
sweetness. Yeah, that's like when you lick a tire after you've driven 500 miles. No, it's
Tell me more about how you know
dude,
rubber in your mouth, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my leather comes from the
that
highest
only
quality
took 24
prophylactic.
minutes. That only took 24 minutes.
We got some cigar 101 knowledge here from AJ saying wrappers are typically thinner and from the lower middle of the plants, where fillers and binders are higher in the plants. At least that's my understanding.
Nice. I never heard that.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Our
about
hands
the
were just
the
fire.
priming details on this particular one, but I do know that whatever they're doing, the burn is great. So that's I mean, major respect to Nica Sueña, right? Like this is coming out of Roma's factory, and to be able to do all the weird things, right? So you pick a weird size, perfecto size, which by itself is kind of hard to make technically, and then you add the dual wrappers in the barber pole fashion, which another propensity for it to burn weird. I no issue here. Like, doing great.
So I guess a lot of people like the hollow hands. There's a lot of comments about it.
I've heard a lot of the comments about it as well.
I saw Marvin last weekend, and he handed me one, so I've been resting it. I'm gonna give that a go. Excited.
I'm always impressed when a barber pole, just chiming back in, when it burns pretty well.
Yeah,
based off
like it doesn't hang up at that line where the next wrapper starts.
Yeah, and like, granted, this is a thinner line than like a 1-to-1 wrapper, like light brown, dark brown, light brown, dark brown, or whatever. But it's not having any issues burning through everything pretty evenly and burning very nicely. It's not burning hot. Nope. I don't feel like it'll go out if I put it down for 2 minutes. We'll see, but yeah, not bad.
I will say at the beginning, I found it really hard to like draw. I found it like a real tough draw.
It was tight.
Now that it's got to this point, it's opened up perfectly.
Yeah, I usually take a steeper angle on the like any of the torpedo or perfecto shapes. So I did my regular cut, which is not this one, and it was tight. And then I went in for a second cut at a little wider aperture. And so I did notice that, like, if you don't cut quite low enough, it'll feel pretty tight.
Steven gives a cigar a fade.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Got some Habano action going on.
That Cuban cut.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, barber pole gave you alternating flavors depending on the wrappers used.
Yes. I will say there was. I need to remember the brand. It was like a ultra boutique brand, but they sent me a candela with the MSA, and dude, that thing was good. Like, I'm not a huge candela person, but mixed in with that MSA, it was like herbal and sweet, and I was like, dude, this is pretty good. I need to remember the brand.
So Ugo's point though, and then someone in the comments said the same thing. So, question for you guys and for the chat: if you're going to do a barber pole and then you make it bigger ring gauge, does it negate the fact, like, is there a real point to do the barber pole, because now the fillers are more the star, right? You'll still get some, but it's not like doing a barber pole and a normal 50 ring gauge if you're going to go all the way up to 60. Now, I'm not hating this, but I'm wondering, this in a Corona size, what would change, right? I mean, I feel like it'd be a whole different profile, whole different game.
Yeah.
I bet it would. I mean, did you try the new since this particular cigar has the MSA, did you try the Powstanie San Andrés?
No, I haven't had it yet.
Okay. Because that's kind of like been the big discussion, I think, after the half wheel list, where you had the two Padrones in 1 and 3 and the Powstanie San Andrés in number 2.
Is that the red band?
Yeah.
Black and red. Okay.
And so I got to smoke that one, but in a different size, and it's a really tasty cigar. That sweetness on that MSA that they're using is, the blend is really nice and sweet. So I wonder how much that would have kind of the experience you're potentially looking for with this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
AJ is also saying, to Hugo's point, a thicker, I think he meant to say, ring gauge will have less flavor from the wrapper. Yeah. How's the smoke production on your guys' cigar? Is it very pretty faint? Pretty shy?
Faint. Yeah. I have to do a triple puff to get like a decent draw.
Yeah.
But I didn't double cut like Steven yet.
No. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off my little fan, and that way I can get an actual little puff.
Yeah, I'd kind of put the flavor profile in that kind of medium to full range, but the body is medium. Like, it's not a full body smoke, in that it doesn't really like encompass the palate in the same way that some full body cigars do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm getting a little bit of pepper, and I like it. I think that's what for me. It was missing that little bit of spice.
All right, you guys have
I
me
got
wanting.
I got about 2.5.
All right,
So I
double.
just purged it, and then
Yeah.
I was able to get a better draw.
Oh,
I
nice.
purged pretty slow.
I'm gonna pull a Steven and cut at the angle. A little bit better.
Yeah. Be fancy with me.
Josephus accidentally Googled barber-pole. Barber-pole. No, don't do that one.
Barbara Pole.
Also, word of advice: don't Google the sounding.
No, do not. Do not. I
Not Google
know all
sounding.
about that. Don't do.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
Google
Google
sound.
what?
Don't Google sounding.
Sounding like you know how you sound
Mm-mm.
sounding. Don't Google it.
Now I gotta
He's
Google
gonna
it.
Google it.
No, don't. Safe search
Wait.
on. Safe search on.
Oh, I was gonna say incognito and wait. So why am I not googling this? Give me an idea. Rhyme what I shouldn't be seeing. Oh no, I misspelt it. Okay, I'm good.
You Googled pounding now.
No, I googled sounding F.
Oh, I'm sure that's even better.
I'm sure that's gonna come out too.
Sounding Urban Dictionary. Ew.
Mhm.
So, anyways, barber poles.
I mean, also
now you
generally,
guys-
people shouldn't Google anything Josephus writes. I think.
Definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. I agree with
I've
that.
been, I've been loving his videos, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Josephus.
very artsy.
Oh man, have you guys been paying attention to the news at all lately with all the new releases?
No, dude. Where do you get all this information from, dude? You just like Cigar Radio 101 24/7?
Dude, I'm on all the blogs and all the things, all the groups. Sometimes it comes directly from like the groups, like Saka. It just he'll throw out new releases in his Facebook group. Like he did that a couple times this week, where he's just like, here's a random picture of a box that I haven't released yet. Snicker, you know, and so yeah, it's like everybody like has their different like mode of releasing information. A lot of them, like once you have been kind of doing the news thing for a while, they just send you press releases. So I get a lot of press releases. But everybody, all these different blogs, like whether you're talking about like Dojo, Coop, Half Wheel, whatever, like some of them have better relationships with different manufacturers, so they get the press releases early. For example, like Ipicarillo, like Casa Carillo has I think some agreement with Aficionado and Half Wheel to give them press releases one day earlier. So I get my press release the next day after they've already done their articles. So I feel like there's probably some deal for them. But yeah, so there's a lot of different ways to get the info. But there's like a new Rocky Patel that's been promoted a lot. The Sapphire.
Sapphire. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the blue? Yeah.
Box looks awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
I tell you, their production value on like their new line videography and photography is pretty crazy. Like when they came out with Emerald last year, like there was like a whole thing of like video promotion and stuff.
They're really leaning into what it takes to be a release in 2026. I really feel like you need to make it like, now I need to try it. Like it's like a movie trailer, right? Like it can't just be a write-up. It's got to be like, well, I got to see that movie. 2-minute video on people enjoying that movie, right? And that's kind of what they're doing. They're doing like shorts and things. They're like very high quality cinematography, pictures, video. It's very good.
Right. And it's like a full line release, all the sizes. They add in a little story, like this is the first time we're using tobaccos from this farm in Honduras, and like so they try to add all the elements, right? People want like a story, they want the sizes that they want, you know.
So I'll say this real quick, going back to our review. Not much has changed since the first third. So far, it's linear. I'm not hating it.
Where are you
guys?
Let me see.
Oh, I'm right here.
So we're right about you. I think you're a little farther.
I'm a little further.
Although I scooted the band up.
Oh,
So
did
yeah,
you? I haven't scooted it.
Yeah,
I haven't noticed much. Well, I haven't noticed enough change to be like, oh, it's completely changed on me. Personally, I don't know if you guys have.
I
Have been
think that
drinking.
what Frank mentioned, the addition of that kind of like an earthy spice.
Yeah.
There, it was like a sharp demarcation where I noted the second third was starting. I looked at the cigar. I was like, oh, hi, you're a little different.
Mhm.
But that was the only. The rest of the profile is still kind of like it's got this like cocoa
Amazing.
coffee leather thing for me.
Mhm.
But now we have a little bit more of the pepper.
Yeah,
the
definitely
pepper-
woke up
the-
a little bit more in the second,
Pepper
third.
helped. Yeah, pepper definitely helped. I mean, it was good, but it kind of like you said, it opens up the retro and everything.
Yeah,
For me, I'm
maybe.
getting very woody notes on the palate, or even like that tannic note you mentioned,
Mhm.
like an increase in that.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I should just pay more attention to it, I guess, because I feel like I already had the earthy note from the beginning, and it wasn't notable to me. But like I said, like I don't know, I've been talking and all that stuff, so. But still very. It seems like a slower burning cigar too,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, so that's good because like if you're looking at bang for your buck, what does this run? 15?
Let me pull that back.
15 bones. We'll call it something different for just in case, because you never know.
Just in case somebody's listening.
22.50. Wow, it's pricey.
Is it
Yeah,
that much?
Yeah.
20.
Oh.
Yeah, I see 25.
25.
Yeah,
25?
MSRP 25.
25 is
Wow.
MSRP. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
it's pricey.
Well, so
That is
yeah, that was
pricey.
kind of the thing. Was like the box price came down a little bit, but you lost more than half of the cigars in the box. So
Well,
they
because
went.
it's an 8 instead of what, 15?
Yeah, it's 8 instead of 21.
Oh, 21. Oh, wow.
So the initial release was they were 12 each. So box count 21, 252 for the box. And so now we're up to, box count of 8, 200 for the box, but like that works out to 25 each. So
Well, I don't want to.
The
I just want
price
to
went up.
say, yeah, and I just want to say I don't hate it. I'm just saying for me, I didn't notice any nuancial changes between first and second, third. I did notice from the curvature of the getting like warming up into the first third, right? I noticed that. I'll just pay more attention. So it's still good.
yeah, but
I like
I think the take home, at least for me, when I see that is at once you hit the 20 plus threshold as a brand, and you see this on a lot of LEs, right? This is like Wojtek is an annual release, comes out once a year. A lot of brands do this, and it kind of puts them in a different category, I think, in the head of a consumer. At least this is how I feel as a consumer. Is if you're above $20, I've got a lot of options, right? Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely, bro.
do I
Oh,
do
yeah.
I go for a couple more budget cigars that I also like to blend? Do I
Yeah.
go for an equally priced higher dollar cigar? So it just brings more questions, I think, to the consumer when they're choosing.
I think for
I
this
just
specific cigar, you gotta be a Pastania fan, because if I
Yeah.
saw this on the shelf, I wouldn't even
You
be
wouldn't even
curious about it.
ask about it.
No, I wouldn't be curious about it.
Not
What?
at that price point either. I mean,
I just in general. I mean, I've only had, I think I've had only 2 Postanias in the past, and they've been like decent. Like I think I had the SBC 2022,
oh, that's right.
and then some
Made that
other one. Yeah,
I'm telling you, for me,
Oh,
the
we
San
mixed up.
Andrés is the one.
San
Which
Andrés
one?
is a good one.
Yep.
San Andrés, the red band.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
what's up, Wigbag Workshop? Welcome, bro. You'll always
Well-
get both wrapper aspects at the same time with a barber-pole. They won't technically alternate, but you can get and perceive notes from each.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
they're using strips of one and strips of the other. It's leaf
No.
over leaf. So
It's a continuous segment.
but the eyes do sometimes make you go, "Oh, I'm hitting that like candela, right?"
Sure.
Like all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I'm
yeah.
getting a grassy note," but like, um, what? So just out of curiosity, placement in a cigar lounge, what would make you guys actually look at it? In cap, table where the people are there trying to sell it, or position like it's because sometimes cigar lounges are set up very strategically. They have
Mhm.
their extra case. It's like, oh, these are our really high premiums. Here's our whatever's. Personally speaking, and everybody in the chat as well, what would get you guys to go, I need to look at this? Would it have to be placement besides something you know and love? Thoughts, or you just would be like, I don't even. Nah, I'm good.
Well, so this one being a annual, I was about to say annual release. No.
Jesus.
Annual
Yeah.
release.
Yeah.
Annual release.
Where's the kick button?
I know right now. It being an annual release, I think it would, as if I was a lounge owner, I would put it in like a display up in front, along with other, um, limited runs and stuff. That way, people understand that this cigar is limited, and it may attract that attention to be like, oh well, if it's limited, they only made a certain amount. Let me go ahead and give it a shot because they're not going to make it anymore, right? It's that whole FOMO thing, right? And you see all these cigars, and sometimes like I've done it. I'm guilty of it. I've bought cigars like the one from Foundation, the Night Commander. I wasn't even thinking about it, but it was all in that nice little fancy setup, and I bought it. And dude, I love that cigar, right? But it was that whole I need to get it because it's fancy. It's in a spot where like it looks like they did it right.
Did anybody's reviews influence you? Were you curious about like because there's kind of like a split there, like people either really love it or really hate it. Did that influence you at all?
I didn't watch any.
No, I haven't watched it either.
I mean, it's not even about watching the videos. It's like just the com on the Discord. It's like Sober Cigars and Mike talk trash about it, I think, and then Peter really likes it, and
I didn't read.
I think
Yeah, I was not following that in the Discord, so
okay.
Yeah, I think I don't ever pay attention to any of that because like again, taste is completely subjective, and like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that don't like the stuff that I like, or vice versa. What they like, I don't.
Mhm.
So it's I don't pay attention to that. I wanted to try it, and I'm glad that we were able to get it in the Luxury Cigar Club, box.
yeah, I was excited when I saw it in there.
Me
So-
too, dude. Me too.
Wait, which one was in the Luxury Cigar?
This one.
Oh, I thought you started talking about the Night Commander. I was like, wait, what?
No.
No. That Commander was just like I was saying. It was in that like display in the front with all the limited runs, so it made me want to pick it up, which would be the reason I would pick this one up, because it would make me think, oh, maybe, it's up here for a reason, and the price point maybe it's very limited.
Right.
I don't know why. I'm sorry. I threw in another cigar and threw you off, Hugo.
How dare you,
Yeah.
sir?
Hey,
I was like,
speaking
Right
of
on,
that,
AJ. Enjoy that.
we're like 5 days to a week from the next drop, right? So exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting. Next this month's luxury box should come down soon.
Yeah, I'm
Very
excited to
exciting.
see what they put. Especially as we're getting closer to like PCA time. There's like a lot of new releases.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
dude.
It's gonna be cool.
definitely.
Elite JD says, I only like
JD.
the Between the Lines.
It's a good cigar.
I've never had that one.
Yeah.
So that's the one you're talking about, right, Steven? The Red Band Postania?
Yeah.
AJ
Yeah.
saying Red Band, okay. And
Although I mean, it depends. Like I have the Habano, Pastania Habano sitting right here, and that also, just because of their like logo style, that also has red on the band. Like this is the Habano,
Oh yeah, no.
but the one that I'm talking about is black band red lettering, and that's the
Yeah, red lettering.
Sanandres.
right on.
The construction on this is doing pretty freaking great, dude.
Mm-hmm.
My ash dropped already. I think I did it on purpose because it's. I don't like it falling.
I'm about to drop mine off too because I'm afraid to follow me.
Yeah, I tapped mine already.
I tap mine.
60 ring of ash on you is not great.
Yeah.
And then it's all over the floor and everything now.
JD saying.
Well, I figure
online now. No more B&M purchases. All right.
It's tough. Like it's you want to support local, but there's like kind of a supply limitation in a lot of areas. Like I go to my local lounges. There's only one that has anything selected. The closest one to me hasn't gotten a new anything in years, which is great for like dusty yellow cello, but like not great for trying new stuff. So
I have a question for JD. JD, have you gone to Apex Cigar Lounge since it rebranded to Salem Street Cigar Lounge? I haven't gone yet. I don't know why, because I work like literally like a mile away from it. Just in case you're still watching, have you gone there? All right. Yeah, dude, I work for like a mile away from it. When I'm ready to go home, I'm ready to go.
Because I live in North Carolina, guys. You know, and in North Carolina we have. I'm playing.
No. I mean, yeah, he's there. He's around. He saw me in the wild going to get coffee one time. He almost hit me with his car.
Saying, yeah, that's the one he had.
Yeah, the Habano, the one I held up.
I think that's the one I have. I don't have the other one. I do want to get the San Andrés. I have that. The white.
It's worth it. The San Andrés is good.
So would you guys think this would be a good first introduction to this brand? Who've had a couple? This is my first one to this brand. Or
so often I would like throw out a Connecticut like shade, but for me the San Andrés is the one I would say first.
Just be like,
I have such a preference for it, and it's not a strong cigar. Like it has a lot of really nice sweet notes. It's well balanced. So yeah, I would still.
Okay.
Nice. 17th, 18th. That's what I was told. So
do you guys get any change in that wood note? A little charred for me now.
Yeah, well, no, I got the charred earlier on, and it's continued.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Now the pepper is burning a little bit in the back of the throat now, so I'm getting a little more pepper, or maybe it's because I'm burning it faster, or I don't know.
I'm finally getting that cocoa note you guys were getting.
Nice.
Like, I didn't get it earlier. I was like, what are you guys talking about cocoa note? It's finally the last like 3 minutes has started hitting on me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of get that. It's at the end. It's like you blow it out. It's like top of the palate.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
For me, right when the retro finishes, like right when the last bit of smoke comes out, that's where that chocolate note hits me.
Yeah,
nice.
And it makes you swallow. It makes you like, yeah, it's good.
Oh my! You just toss ups for me today, huh?
I was like, oh, clip heaven today. Got you.
Dude.
When I swallow chocolate.
Amazing.
I'm trying to actually slow down because I don't know if you guys. I'm starting to get like some heat as I'm touching it down here. So I'm like, all right, let me.
Yeah, I did notice that I touched right above the burn, and it was real hot.
Yeah,
so I kind of let it sit for a minute.
I'm right here on it, and I can feel the heat. For sure.
Yeah.
It's not well packed. So what it is, it's if you really like squeeze it a little bit, it's not well packed. It's not like super tight. So the for me, like what I think, right, the looser the roll, the more heat kind of gets in there.
Yeah.
I feel more the heat.
So maybe the looser roll is back to what we were talking about. It's like, yeah, it's a fatter cigar, but we want you to taste the two bands.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe that's what it is, or because I mean, I'm getting heat like around like right here where you guys are. Like, it makes me want to slow down because I don't want it to like get bitter or anything. Because as you round to the end, obviously it's more likely you can have a bad time with that.
Right.
So
do you want to continue on with the releases? I'm interested. I've been intrigued.
Oh my. Well, we touched on the Lampert The new Lampert Verde. Edición
I
Verde.
I just got a box of that from the fireballs from LACC.
Oh, you did? Nice.
But
Okay,
the
cool.
small ones, the
short
Robusto.
Robusto, 4x54. Nice,
Yep.
dude.
I should be getting that sometime this week.
Should we talk about Karen Berger?
Oh, okay.
So Karen
Oh, it's
Berger,
full time, right? Or is it
yeah. So there was the halftime. So now there's the overtime.
overtime?
Wow.
So new PCA release, which will be a big 660. So overtime's coming out. I don't know. There's been a couple like also Caldwell announced 2 660s for their Queen family. So there's going to be the Forbidden Fruit MSA Rosado, and then the Forbidden Fruit Oscuro, also 660. So a bunch of brands are doing
they
that.
always had, which because they only had one, right? Which was the Oscuro. Or did they have? Was there
So
right?
these are
'Cause
brand
they
new
only-
blends.
Okay, I get you. So what was the
Yeah.
other one previous?
Mm.
I don't know.
It was the long live the Queen line, which I've never tried, so
Oh,
I'm not familiar. So you've got like that kind of new release stuff, line extensions, and new blends with the Gordo sizes from a couple of brands. You've also got like the America 250 stuff. So JC Newman's doing that, Fratello's doing that. So Fratello announced their USA 250 that's going to debut. And they just said it's a 654 with Nicaraguan wrapper, Pennsylvania binder, and Dominican and Pennsylvania fillers. But it's going to be a really small release, like it's a 250 box release. So we'll see.
I think Randall's the one that smoked Fratello.
Yeah?
Mhm. Yeah.
I haven't had
For
any.
me,
I liked it.
I like the with Arlequin, the one with
Mhm.
the that's a pretty decent one. I didn't like the Oro. A lot of people like the Oro. I didn't get that. I like the Boxer. I think that's okay. That's my second favorite. And the other just didn't. I have no memory. Like,
Yeah.
but the
Steven
Arlequin and the
gave me
Boxer, I
one.
think, are the only ones I liked.
Steven gave me one that had like the
The
camel
Verde.
bag.
Yeah, the Verde.
Verde. That one was good.
Connecticut.
I liked
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. And it's not like a premium line from them. It's like one of their more budget offerings, and it's a
It was
nice
good, dude.
nice Connecticut.
Yeah.
What's the band on that one?
It's called Verde, but it's camo,
Camel.
green camo.
I haven't had that one. That wasn't
That was
one of the original like 3 to 5 releases they did. That's like a newer, but then the last 2 or 3 years, right?
I think. I'm not sure.
I did a sampler a couple years ago, maybe a year or two now, and I had the Oro, I had the Boxer, I had the Arlequin, and it was like 2 of each, so it was like a 10-pack, but you have 5 blends. The Boxer and the Arlequin's the only ones I remember.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But if you do see that Verde, dude, pick one up.
I would
I think you
try
would
it.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I would try it. I do think
Ugo
they have
would like it
potential.
too because of Connecticut.
And I do think they have potential because like of what they did with the lines that I did try. Even though I didn't like some of their lines, I do think they do know how to blend some ways, right? Like the Arlequin was very nice. Like I was very surprised by that one.
Nice. You guys ever smoke anything from Domain?
Yes, dude. The I forget the name of it.
Negentropy?
Negentropy.
Yes.
I liked it, dude.
Yes.
Is that the orange and
Negentropy,
black?
His Excellency, something or other, Royal something, long name.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the orange and black band, the box press?
Yes.
It
Yes.
is. I have one.
I
I,
had
think Frank gave me.
I gave you the one. Yeah, 'cause I bought 2. I bought one with the shaggy foot and one with a regular one. I think I smoked the shaggy foot and I gave you the other one.
Okay, I still have that. I see it sometimes, and I'm like, wait, was this for something, or
Fire
is
it, dude.
it's just for me? Okay, yeah, I'll fire it.
No, because I mean, spoiler alert, or we are gonna have Domain on the show, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna send cigars. So he already said yes, and a giveaway. So
Oh,
I'll
that's cool.
keep
man.
it just in case, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm excited to try that one. That one's been aging. I believe Frank, you gave me that like well over a year ago. So
Oh
that
yeah,
one's been
dude. Yeah,
aging. That's been
and
aging
I
a
had it
while.
for a while too. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I'm gonna drop off for a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Right.
Well, the reason why I was bringing up Domain is because they have a line extension for the Entropy line. So they're going to do an Entropy Corona cabinet. So they're going to be unbanded and they're going to do like, wood cabinets. So that's kind of going to be the new thing. It's a 5x42 Corona and it's going to have the broadleaf wrapper and it'll be a 50 cap, so 50 count. Which is kind of neat. You don't see that a lot in pretty much any market anymore. Even with Habanos, there's very, very few that come out in 50 cabs. But so that's
a
kind
hard
of
one.
yeah. So I think a lot of people will be excited for that.
What since you're going to PCA, what are you super excited about? Because I mean, it's coming up. Like it's like within what, like 5 weeks from now or less. 3 weeks?
It's April 17th that weekend.
Oh, like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 weeks.
4.5.
So
Yeah.
I think for me, it's twofold, right? Like there's always certain releases you're looking for, but I think as somebody who went for the first time last year, now getting to go in an industry where I actually know a few people. Like last time I felt like, I'm a man alone. And then, made some friends. It's great. Like the dudes from Sip Suds and Smokes like took me under their wing and they were great to hang out with and to get to know. And I totally appreciate them for sharing so much knowledge with me. But a lot of the people I've interacted with through social media in the last year, have made plans to meet with me. And so I'm excited to like go and actually have industry friends to like meet up with there. So that for me is, I think, the most exciting, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
But
to answer JD's question real quick,
yeah.
We're doing it for the people, so you don't have to smoke the mids. JD.
Yeah, that's why Ugo is like doing his like classic line reviews. So he's like going through like regular stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Actually,
originally that show was gonna be called shit that JD wouldn't smoke, but we told him no, dude, just put this regular line, production.
Actually, it was gonna be called mids that JD won't suck.
JD wouldn't smoke. Here you go.
Ugo was like, this released in 2008, this Milanio, but I'm smoking it now. No.
Mhm.
When did the Milanio? That released a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Good God, that's an old
dude.
in the cigar
Yeah,
world. That's
dude,
an old release.
The Fratello, is that the one you can smoke from either side?
No, dude, that's the punch. There is a Fratello as well.
A punch and a Fratello. Yeah, Fratello has one.
Oh,
and then
wow.
punch. I actually have it in my humidor. I have a punch that's like a blue and red side.
Yeah, the wieners.
The wieners. Yeah.
Of course, you'd have wieners in your humidor.
Well, here's the deal.
Right next to his fucking flashlights.
So I did buy two many a moon ago, and I did smoke one. I'll be honest with you guys. It's the first punch I enjoyed in a while.
Okay.
Granted, it was the second cigar. Like I was like, I finished my primary cigar. I'll just cut this one off. Yeah. And I thought, well, the next one I'll shift over, and it's still in the humidor. You know how that stuff goes. You look at it and you go, yeah, not today. I'll just do this one. But yeah, maybe at some point.
Well, Hound Dog at one point used to just smoke legacy stuff. It's not until he hooked up with these other guys that he became bougie.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, legacy stuff gets better views.
It does.
Yeah.
Like we smoke a lot of niche stuff, like from boutiques and things, and it's like you find some really great blends here and there. Yeah. But that's not what most, like regular cigar smokers who are not super nerdy about it. It's not what they're spending a lot of time on.
No.
Yeah. Frank,
I take somebody.
I'll go ahead.
I was just gonna say it takes somebody to like kind of like get you started on the boutique stuff, or else you'll just continue down the same path.
Yeah, and Frank did that for me, and Frank just did a podcast with Rice Cigar Lounge, and he was talking through a little bit of that, and it was a good episode.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah, dude. I mean, because I remember watching you and you did like your little acrylic humidor tour, and I was like, a Camacho, a Perdomo, this, and I'm like, I need to get this guy some boutique cigars.
Rocky Patel. It's like
all right,
I was
guys.
thinking-
Here's my big one.
vintage
This is the
79.
Rocky Patel vintage 90. Whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, the vintage 79. This is the
The
greatest.
Macanudo vintage.
Oh God, dude. I'm not a huge fan of Macanudo. Like, I've had some stuff that's okay, you know, but like
Nashville.
I don't make it a habit. It's not my palate most of the time.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Rayo,
Yeah,
go.
man.
What's going on, buddy?
So
AJ was
Dunbarton.
in Garner. That's pretty close to where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
Last Saturday he was in Garner, but
Oh,
anyways.
nice. Steve Saka did a bunch of teasers on his Facebook last week. So he announced the Cosmic Corona sampler. So it's going to have like a Sobremesa Brulee, a Solita Red Corona, a Mi Querida Blue Corona, Tricky Traca Corona, Syncom Corona, and then it's going to have 2 new blends. So it'll be the Corona Alpha and Corona Omega. So he like tends to do that, I think, where he'll stick some different or new blend in one of those samplers, so gets people excited about the sampler.
Very
Yeah.
curious to try his blends in a Corona size.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And-
yeah,
Who
And
do
then
you
he
think-
also, yeah, go ahead.
Who do you think's like coming up with that? Do you think it's Saka?
Yeah,
It is? Okay.
100%.
I think so.
dude.
Hot take. I'm just like, is he really coming up with that, or is he just going, oh yeah, we do it in Corona too? You know, I don't know.
no, I
I've seen
think
his interviews,
he's
he
like,
seems very casual, but I know he knows what he's talking about, right? But it just seems he's very casual.
so it depends, I think, who's engaging him and at what level. Like sometimes he'll get into like what specific primings are being used in different blends. Like he's blending. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, and I've seen a lot of him interviews and podcasts, and I think you're right, because I think if you watch like one of him, he might just kind of be like, yeah, we're doing it in this now or whatever, and he's kind of like casually smoking his own cigar. And then there's others he gets really in depth. So I was just
Yeah.
do you guys know how many primings does a typical tobacco plant give?
10.
10 primings?
Yeah.
Wow.
Two
you know the
two
time
leaves
for
off
it?
10 levels.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense because of the way it's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So
though.
so you'll get like different picking techniques for different factories and blenders. So I remember watching a documentary on Rocky Patel, and I think they do all of their harvesting like kind of back to back to back in subsequent days. And at Rocky, they use a system to identify the leaves. So when they harvest a certain priming, it gets color coded with a certain string, and they thread a certain color string through all the leaves of that priming when they pick up and make the hands to let them dry, and they put them in the curing barns. And but then others, like in Cuba, they spend a lot of time, like they'll bring in all the raw leaf and they'll have people sort them based on thickness, because your perception of, oh, this was first, second, third, whatever priming, your perception of where you see it on the plant, 2 plants might have a similar thickness but offset a level. So I it's like, are your people who are selecting the leaves and sorting them, are they more sensitive, or do you just go by where you see it on the plant? So everybody does them a little differently.
Right on. That's cool.
But yeah, so Saka announced the other one, the Tapa Negra, which is the one that has it's like a sobremesa Tapa Negra with they're going to do a 5 5/8 by 48 and a 6 by 52, and so they're going to have a sobremesa brulee blend with a Nicaraguan sun-grown Cuban seed wrapper on the cap end of the cigar. So it'll be like light below the band and then dark above the band. So
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, something a little different, but kind of based off of a prior blend. In what they quoted him to say is that the idea comes from a technique that he encountered in the late 90s while working on the La Especion brand. And then he kind of brought that back to Hoya to have them develop it into the Cabinetta line. And then now they're making it part of the Sober Mesa line. So little addition, an extension to the Sober Mesa line.
Nice.
Cool.
Now the OG Sober Mesa, that's just my jam, dude. The blue is
It's
good,
great.
but so the I haven't had the Wagashi. I was gonna smoke it today, but I just didn't have a chance.
That would
And
have been
the
a nice
red,
morning cigar.
the red, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but people love it. People love that
Nope.
cigar. I know you did, Steven. Or you liked it.
I
I mean,
didn't
loved it.
I think
Love
I
was a big word.
preferred it to the Gorilla Gordo that I smoked on that same day.
Okay.
But that's I wouldn't say love. I'm a fan of the original Sober Mesa. I think that's a better Liga than I mean the blue's okay, but I think it's generally the original Sober Mesa is preferred for me than the rest of the line.
Yeah.
Now
Do you have another Gorilla Guarda?
Yeah, I think I have one left.
I think you should try it again. I mean, dude, I was killing that back in November. It was my Thanksgiving cigar.
No, shocker.
No. Blood Medicine, Be Positive. Shout out to Frank for that one. That was my actual Thanksgiving cigar. But the day before Thanksgiving, I was like, guys, such a good cigar. It was like my second one at the time. I liked it. I didn't like the Sober Mesa Red.
I loved it, dude.
It's gonna be reviewed on my channel at some point, but I don't like it.
And I tried it twice because I had the first one I had the one that came in the pack and the promotion pack for Dumbarton. I didn't like it. So you know what? I had one that I got when it first came out with some, it was a little bit of age, whatever, right? So it still had a weird note that just didn't sit well with me.
Yeah, I've had two now as well. I tried it like semi-fresh, like 2 weeks in, and then I tried it again like maybe 5 weeks in, and I was like, this one's gonna sit for a while before this one gets reviewed. I'm just kind of I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
We got Ray
Something about
Ogo is a luxury cigar
Ray
club
Ogo.
Palladium sub here. Nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
nice.
what's it like to have money, bro?
Right?
You let me know.
Sober Mesa Brulee is
Got
fire.
some good
Yes,
cigars in that.
Yeah. What I like about the Palladium, I always see that they put Nova cigars. I like Nova. I like Nova cigars.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
that's
good.
cool. Texas Torres answers the question. He's asking, what would be the specs of a torta cigar? 4x100.
4x100, and it tastes like hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos over
Oof.
Takis over
Or Takis with a little bit of lime. You know,
You drink it with
lime
that Doritos vodka.
over
Good guy. Y'all gonna
Tostilocos,
make me sick.
chamoy, and tajin.
Y'all being perverse.
Yeah.
Hot Cheetah, good guy, man. No, getting back
Yeah,
to
the
this,
Cabinetta
though,
line. Yeah.
very,
JD's
very,
commenting on that.
Are you guys getting more spice here at the end?
Yeah.
I feel like that wood note is
100%.
really ramped way up. It's kind of that note I was getting earlier, that in the retro, the long retro, that like that dark fruit sweetness is gone. It's earth and wood now. I still don't hate it though. It's just if I was having a conversation like I am now, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I like
But
the
if I'm
finish on
like,
this cigar.
so what now?
I'm with Hugo on that one. The finish on it is where it shines. Like the
the
pepper
finish,
note
yeah.
picks up a little more. It's doing really good. Like I'm liking this. I'm liking the cigar at this point right now.
There's a bump in the spice on the retro hill for me. Now it's medium plus.
Mhm.
But the one thing I did want to mention, and I blanked out since like the midpoint, that it became very creamy for me, like buttery for on the retro. I don't know, did that happen for you guys, or
Not for
Wait.
me.
especially like on the texture, like it's very creamy for me.
Oh,
I think I
creamy
get what
creamy
you're
smoke.
saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
creamy
think I
smoke,
get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, the texture.
But for me, that was like 25, 30 minutes ago. It's
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's-
somewhere
yeah,
second,
but
third, or halfway point.
yeah.
Of it. Blue is my favorite.
Can I see where you are in your cigar, Hugo?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of like where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm
Is
with
that-
Randall like almost here at the end here.
I'm like earth leather, like charred wood.
Yeah.
Like it's a much more like a stronger profile than it was
Older now. Yeah.
where it
So
was like
up
more
front-
nuanced at the beginning.
Up front on the palate, yes, but then it dissipates for me really quick, and I get like a nice finish.
Mine's weird
Yeah.
because for me, as I'm smoking it, very smooth, and then nice finish for like a few minutes, and now like as I am just holding it, it's like, oh, kind of in the back of the throat. It's kind of sticky now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very spicy at the end. But once again, sometimes this stuff is good, right? Like you're having a conversation, you're like, wow, at least I feel like I smoked a cigar. You
There's
know,
that, and I
sometimes-
think also the sweetness from bourbon really helps balance this final third.
Nice.
Oh, well, see, I switched to water, but
What's my favorite Taco Bell item? I
Do you
mean,
even, do you even go there?
dude, honestly, Taco Bell's not bad. I don't consider it Mexican food, but it's not
Of course
bad.
not.
Like when you're coming back from like 2 a.m. drunk, shit, I can tear up some fucking Taco Bell. The
I'm with you,
chalupa,
Frank. I'm with you,
the chalupa supreme. Fuck that one.
dude. The cheesy gordita crunch, give me
Ah, that's the one, man. Cheesy
That's the
gordita
one,
crunch.
man. Like,
yes,
the number
Yeah.
10. The number 10. This guy knows the number. Yeah, no, the number 10.
Yeah, man. Cheesy gordita
slaps.
crunch and
Mexican
The-
pizza.
Crunch Wrap Supreme.
with the fire sauce or the Diablos. Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you have to.
diarrhea afterwards.
Dang
But
it.
I'll
AZ,
deal with
you're getting everybody excited over here with Taco Bell talk.
You guys are biggies, man. That's my daughter's new word. Biggie
biggies.
For Big Back.
I'm definitely.
or foodies, I guess. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm not. I've lost some weight, but I'm still a big back for sure.
I haven't had Taco Bell's in I don't remember how long.
Hey,
Years.
let me warn you, the prices have gone up. Last time I went to
Oh,
Taco Bell, I was like, how am I spending $28 when I used to get like a
$28.
party? Dude, I used to get like a party of people's food for $28. Now it's like $28. Well, I'm a fat ass. I have to get that dollar menu, man. I get my cheesy gordita crunch, but I'm gonna get those bean burritos, the dollar menu, but now it's like $1.50.
What's up, Benito?
It's like
Uh-huh.
when you start doing it, you start getting that Diablo sauce, that fire sauce, and you eventually go down. You're like, all right, I'm out of these two. Let me get the mild on this. Like every
Yeah.
bite gets a new
Mhm.
sauce, right?
Yeah, man. Prices have changed for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
The other day, my wife and I were watching some of these old like commercials from like the late 80s, early 90s, and like literally you can feed a whole. Back then, you could fed a whole family at Taco Bell for like $8. Now, yeah, you can't even feed
Nah.
yourself for $8.
I beg to differ.
Well,
Nah,
okay,
nah,
maybe
man.
if you go on those dollar burritos. Hey, if you do ever
Nah,
get the dollar burritos, have them put it on the grill for a while and have it toasted. Shit's good.
Texas Tourist knows $5 Lux box. It's the way to go.
There you go. Oh yeah, I do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Way
Yep.
down there.
With some chips and queso or the little cinna twists.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, in comparison to the cigar world, a box at Taco Bell is a really great price. So you should go ahead and stock up.
Why is Randall streaming from a porta potty?
Dude, I saw that and I can't
my
unsee
HOA,
it.
dude. Dude, my HOA. You know what? Just for that, I'm taking this whole shit down. I'm streaming in the rain next
It's also what you do at porta potty.
Yeah.
As long as his hand doesn't come up blue, we're all good.
Oh god.
I can't unsee that anymore.
God damn it. Who ruined my whole background? Because now I gotta change again. And
That was AZ, the king of trolls over there. I love it.
What did you say?
Finally,
Streaming from
something
first class
wasn't
of a
about me.
JetBlue airline?
Hey, when Randall's doing reviews, he's thinking about the flavor notes. It look like he's doing something else.
See, now I can't even put the thinking part in the review.
Yeah.
All right, now I gotta think of how to
Funny.
change my video. Anyways,
All right. Are we
All right, so-
far enough down that we should do the guess the score?
yeah, let's do
I
that.
think so.
I think we are.
All right. So
This is based on 1 to 100, right?
so it's a 1 to 100 scale, but keep in mind it's a half wheel scale. So
Half wheel
that
scale.
means depending on the reviewer, their averages are between 86 and 88. So it's not the aficionado scale, which scales slightly higher.
Mhm.
And so a lot of people don't know that half wheel uses a different scale. So it's still a 0 to 100, but it's a different scale than aficionado uses. Okay. So the way this works is you get 3 sections of the review. You don't get the whole review.
Okay,
And
I'm
you
gonna
get
pull
the
up my calculator.
and you get the final thought.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. And so I'll just try to pick 3 random sections. They usually will do 2 good, 1 bad, but time for all that. So the Powstanie Warbear 2025 starts out a good bit like what I would have expected based on the cold draw and pre-light aroma. And this is this review was done by Patrick, if that matters to you, because just FYI, Patrick has a slightly higher average score than some of the other guys. Though there is also creaminess, some light earth, and a bit of pepper in the first puffs. A bit of woodiness joins in, not much longer, to give a bit more complexity to the flavor, with the third cigar, because they smoke 3, standing out as having the flavors particularly well organized. So that'll be your first clue. And so each of you should throw out a score. You don't have to stick to that score. You can change it on the next one, but just throw out your first guess.
So, but it's between 86 and 88.
No, dude. It's
Oh.
you pick wherever, because I
Oh.
only gave you like good, that's the first like opening notes.
Gotcha. Okay. The way he's making it sound, I feel like that's about an 89.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 88.
We'll go.
I'm gonna say 92.
Okay. All right. The aroma of the cigar gets a bit smokier around the midpoint as well, adding to what has become a growing list of changes that all happen right around the halfway point of the cigar. Once the cigar makes the shift, it doesn't change much other than adding a bit of dry earth to both the flavor and aroma, giving a bit more texture and body.
I'm sticking with 88.
I'm sticking with 89 for right now.
All right.
I'm assuming sticking still 92.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. The next change comes right as the burn line passes underneath where the main band would be, with the cigar picking up a rough, off-putting flavor. It's hard to pin down, but it hits me with the same kind of feeling of trying a new spirit for the first time, as my initial reaction is one of unfamiliarity with this flavor that I don't find particularly enjoyable.
87. I'm gonna drop a
85.
point.
85.
89.
The final thought. The Powstanie Warbear 2025 is definitely a 3-act cigar, starting with a mild yet flavorful and approachable first third, adding body and intensity in the second third, and then adding a bit more in the final third, though at the expense of some of the puffs when something funky jumps into the profile and knocks it off track for a handful of puffs. This is a cigar that gets a lot of the essentials right. Balance, some complexity, marked transitions, and fantastic construction to cap off the experience. If anything, I would love to see the cigar really blossom with its flavor and take control of my senses, something it might just end up doing with a bit of time, and something I hope it does. Other than a couple puffs in the final third, this is a very, very good cigar with some interesting aging potential, and one that I think is worth picking up and adding to your humidor.
I'm going back to 88. I'm agreeing with Jarvis, AJ. I'm going back up a point because I think he mostly liked it. I think it lost some points, but I think he's positive about the overall experience. So I'm going to jump it up a point back to 88.
Okay.
I'm going 87.
I'm going 90.
And Randall is the winner, right on the head, 88.
Dang.
Nice, guys.
Oh, you know what's funny? 88 was kind of my thought from the beginning. I just kind of like, I thought like from like the first like 15 minutes, I was like, it's not like super, you know, like, oh man, this is up there, but it's also not bad. And I wanted to see where it would go. But I felt like late 80s, 88, 89 was what I was going between.
Mm-hmm.
I think AZ cheated. No way. AZ cheated for sure.
So yeah, that's fun. I like that as a game, and I like watching the Hustlers do that on their podcast. So a little homage to their style for smoking this Postania. So
now, Steven,
yeah,
you're the person out of all of us that would probably check all these scores more so because you're just like that's your interest. That's what you're curious about. You would have a good like, I feel like knowledge of what probably like Patrick, for example, would probably rate stuff. What would you think? And this would be hard for you to tell probably if you didn't know. What do you think you would probably rate it at if you could separate your brain from knowing to not knowing? Do you think you would have jumped to a late 80s or do you think early 90s or?
So I think for the first 2/3, I would have put it around 90. And since the final third, to me, this flavor profile kind of drops off in complexity, but it maintains the perfect construction. I think that somewhere around that kind of 87, 88 is appropriate.
Yeah.
I think for me the last part kind of is where it picked up for me. So like at the beginning, I think 89. Now I think for me it's back like a 91. I mean, again, I don't want to do too much of the rating stuff, but if I had to go that route, I think the last part is where now I'm getting that stronger pepper note, the more pungent wood, which is one of my favorite notes, and the leather. No.
Nice.
I would definitely pick one of these up again.
Hey, the question is, what do you think was that note that he mentioned that was very off-putting? Because I didn't get anything like that.
Well, I'm in that kind of off-putting. I can read the next line and see what it was.
Like in
kind of like a sour
second, third, right?
He said it's one of the aspects that varies from cigar to cigar. The second drops the flavor on my tongue with a thud. The first is more gradual, while the third is just a light touch sneaking into the profile. Yeah, that particular off-putting note is very strong in this example. So
I kind of agree with that. I feel like it's very strong all of a sudden. The last like, I don't know, 10 minutes, it really hits you harder. It's I would say the wood went to like an abundance of like oak, dark, like it's very strong. You have to like earth, you have to like, even going back to that leather note from the beginning, I feel like that even picks up a lot. And it's not even that it picks up, it's like you start to develop this whole like almost like your tongue is like gathering that the entire time, and now at the end it's just kind of overbeared by these notes. Right, like if you're smoking it too fast, maybe a little bit, or it just in general too long, I feel like you start to go, okay, this is kind of heavy, I could put this down now and I'd be fine, instead of waiting. Like it would smoke another 10 minutes and I could get nubby with it, right? But if I had to put it down right now for whatever reason, I'd be like, oh yeah, I had the cigar, right?
Yeah, I would be ready to kind of set it down.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All right.
What was
For
your
me,
guys'
it was just
favorite
bold on the retro.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, for me, it's just more, the intensity just grows more a lot more on the retro than on the palate. But again, it dissipates pretty quick for me. So it's not like those cigars where like you get a kick of spice and it's just there on the next puff. This one is right now, it's like already gone. So
Yeah, I don't think the retro really has significant intensity. Like some cigars, like you almost can't retro them at this point. Like it's just too much spice, too strong. This doesn't get like that.
Yeah, you got to do like one in every 10 puffs or something.
Yeah.
which is what I get a lot from Habano cigars in general.
How now did you find you increased your pairing intensity as far as like oh I gotta take a sip of my pairing more often as it went on, or did you kind of go, oh no, I can chill with this? I went opposite. I went bourbon first and then I dropped to water, and with the drop to water I noticed the cigars power more often. But I'm more indulgent than every one of you, I believe, because I'm over here always drinking something, puffing something.
Yep.
So I'm curious of you guys' thoughts with that.
So for me, because the cigar was so nuanced from in the beginning, I didn't take a sip till like the midway point, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been on my same drink since the beginning, so I really haven't drank a lot.
Yeah.
I just took my last sip of the bourbon that I poured, but I definitely had almost all of those sips in this final portion.
Man, you guys are embarrassing me. I've had 2 glasses of bourbon out here, and I've drank most of this 50-point-something ounce water. I don't know. I'm whatever I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just one of those people, dude. I can't understand myself because if you know,
I think for you it's just like automatic, right? It's like
habit, yeah.
It's you ever met people if they have something in their hand, something in front of them, like say you're eating lunch or something, the person's always eating something or always drinking their whatever. I think I'm just one of those people. It's like a personality trait. Like, oh, I have a glass in my hand, I'm gonna drink it until it's gone. So that's just my personality. Not great if you're drinking. Good if you're drinking water, I guess.
yeah, for sure. To piggyback off of the McRib chat here, I remember in elementary, we used to have a knockoff in the cafeteria, and dude, that thing was slapped. I used to try to get like a second one.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
Of which one?
Like a yeah,
Oh,
knock.
McRib knockoff.
Rib sandwich.
Dude, even the McRib's a McRib knockoff.
McRib knockoff.
Wasn't there a lawsuit? Somebody was like suing McDonald's over there not actually being any rib in the McRib.
Yeah, they like shaped the meat to look like ribs and then put it on the grill or something.
Well, I think
Hey, it's good.
like the shape of the patty looks like a slab of ribs, right? That's
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
It's a product, not a. Like,
Yeah.
did you guys see that CEO reel that's been going around where he
Oh,
like takes
dude,
a tiny bite?
Yeah, they're killing him, dude, with all these other
Dude.
brands, the bigger brands.
Yeah,
other
and he
brands.
keeps calling it a product.
Who let that out, man? Oh God.
Somebody thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, they were like,
Yeah,
try
do
the
that.
product, and he's like, this product is great. It's my lunch. It's like bull crap. That's your lunch. You've never had that in your life.
He probably
put on
got
gloves.
sick after that one bite.
Dude,
Yeah.
other than the McRib, the only other sandwich that I still mess with at McDonald's because it just feels that it's kept its originality is the quarter pounder with cheese.
Very saucy though.
I think the Big Mac.
I
it
feel like
doesn't do it for me.
I'm the oddball because I'm like the fish sandwich guy.
Dude,
Oh,
Dude.
no, you're not the oddball.
Yes,
the fish
dude.
sandwich,
I
slaps.
love that. Yeah,
Dude, they got it. The fish
Yeah.
sandwich is where it's at. That tartar sauce they put on it, chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm. Only gripe is the half a piece of cheese.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's that?
That's just
that
like
about?
flopped on one side. I don't know.
Dude, you know how much they save on that? Though? 3 billion
Government
burgers
cheese,
a year.
No, AZ, that was actually in South LA, bro. School district, Los Angeles School District.
All right,
Wendy's is
real quick, if you guys had to work for one of these restaurants, like, and you could get it for free, it was like a sponsor or whatever, like
In-N-Out, In-N-Out,
Wendy,
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out,
In and out.
In-N-Out for you too. What about Steven?
You don't have
Hmm.
In-N-Out, dude, for sure. All
Yeah,
day.
I think you're right. In and out. Yeah.
Okay, I'll say Cookout because I'm on the East Coast. That's basically the East Coast In-N-Out.
Oh,
I'm
sick.
a Texas guy, so like I like Whataburger, but
I knew you were
Yeah.
gonna.
but ever
I
since we
thought you
got
would say Whataburger.
In and Out, no, well, but I don't know, dude. In and Out is just so damn good, dude. Like it's just so simple, but so freaking good. And Whataburger is great. Like I fuck with Whataburger, but In-N-Out. I recently got the Flying Dutchman, which is the one with the onion instead of the bread.
Mhm.
Dude, that thing's fucking great.
It's so good, dude. In-N-Out's great. Todd is saying he doubles up, man. Quarter pounder and a fish fillet.
Nice.
I just lost the sub. Texas Taurus says he's gonna unsub to me. Dude, Whataburger's great. Like I love their honey butter chicken biscuit. Fuck, that shit slaps. Y'all don't have that. I don't know. I think now y'all starting to
NC is starting. NC will have a couple of Whataburgers in Raleigh at least in this year. In fact, it's close to the
Vegas.
Costco.
They have it in Vegas too. Yeah.
Well, in fact, it's close to Costco. So next time I do a Costco trip, if the Whataburger's open, I might have to be in solidarity with Texas and be like, let me get a Whataburger.
Hey, do you, Randall or Frank, have White Castle?
No,
I've had it before, but we don't have it here.
we have it in grocery stores, frozen.
Yeah, no, same shit.
Yeah,
No,
it's not the same shit.
We took a trip to Nashville, and in Nashville we picked up White Castle. That shit's good too.
A White Castle?
White Castle.
Ever since Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, I've been craving White Castle. That was like back in 2009. So
Yeah, I'm like, wasn't that like 20 years?
Hey,
Yeah.
dude, it was relevant then. It's relevant now.
How old were you back then, bro? Like 20,
19.
37?
19. When that movie came out, dude, man, I was like, oh, that's a real restaurant? And all of a sudden it made my life mission to go get it. And then I was like, I'll wait for them to come to me. I got lazy.
Dude, so in high school, after swimming practice, we would be like starving and we would go to In-N-Out and we would all eat 5x5s.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, metabolism was like 150.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, because y'all just swam like crazy and burned off so many fucking calories.
All right. I'm starting to not like this at the end.
Yeah.
It's getting very harsh for me.
AZ, go back to episode like 27. I think he's on.
You know what, though? Hit this Diet Mountain Dew. Get some sweetness back on the palate.
There you go. Five Guys.
I will
what are
say,
we
I
talking
will
about
say,
here,
I recently had the charisma one. It was pretty good.
All right,
I don't
I'll
want to
start
say too much
again.
about Sanj because Ugo might boot me from the podcast. But
Frank, why do you like creating drama, bro? Why do you like creating drama?
For real, man. Like all of a sudden he's like
Frank,
calling
dude.
people out.
hey, so Mexicano do it. Mexicans, we love drama, dude. We love we're
Tease me.
chismosos. We just love that shit, dude. Like we could see literally people getting shot or fired or whatever, or like people yelling and fighting, and we're there in the window, like, what's going on?
Hey,
And literally, my wife was like, "Hey, turn off all the lights," and then we're there, kind of like peeking. Or like even our dog. I have a picture of my dog also like peeking up too. I'm like, damn, dude, even my dogs are doing that shit.
I always tell my wife, she calls me chismosa. I'm like, I'm not chismosa. I just like to know things. I don't have to, I can keep it to myself. I just like to know what's going on around me. But
What's, hey, you East Coaster, what's Cracker Barrel?
what is Cracker
Oh,
Barrel?
dude,
It's
Cracker
like
Barrel
a
is like a-
southern style restaurant.
Is
Home
it
cooked.
high end? Is it high
Is it
end?
what?
No,
Is it high end?
No.
Oh, okay, so he's being facetious.
It's like a
Yeah, facetious,
diner
definitely.
style. I don't know. It's
Carver's Burgers. Never heard of that one.
Carver's is good.
Yeah, dude, it's like real buttery. Like I think they're butter burger or something like that.
Dude, I didn't know for a long time that
Obese.
Carver's was even like a restaurant. I thought that was like a grocery store. And then I tried it and I was like, dude, Carver's is great.
Animal style.
And
No,
the
bro, you
entire
gotta,
menu is still mid.
no, do you gotta? Oh shoot! What the?
The animal style fries, dude, that's just I can literally just can do an animal style fry instead of and not do a burger.
Do you guys have Five Guys?
We
Do
do
you like it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Five Guys is pretty. It's expensive.
it's
as hell.
expensive though. Very
Yeah.
expensive.
It is. Yeah, you get like everything on your burger, and it's like a $30 burger these
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
I know.
had-
They give you 2 tons of fries.
Oh,
we
yeah,
had a Five Guys here at the West Covina Mall. It folded.
Oh,
Was
really?
replaced by a
Mm.
sushi restaurant.
well,
Interesting.
y'all have a lot of. I mean, you guys get everything, so y'all have a lot of competition for restaurants. I mean,
Mhm.
I would say Five Guys. I don't know because I've never had In-N-Out, but I feel like In-N-Out's so popular, Five Guys would just fold anyway. Because
The last time
I
we
see online, I'm like, oh, that looks like a Five Guys, but better.
the last time we were in LA when I went to go visit Google and stuff, we did Del Taco. That's just pretty good, dude.
I hear that's good.
It's like a
Compared-
little more amplified than Taco Bell.
Amplified. What do you mean?
It's like better. Like I don't know.
Explain
Better?
yourself.
You don't
I
have
don't
Del
know.
Taco in Texas?
No.
Is it?
That's
so
I think it's only Cali, dude.
Cali thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Ben
I don't
said
know
he's
why
never
we
eaten
went to
Five
food
Guys
here.
because they don't have chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have chicken. They
Uh,
it's burgers.
Dude, onion rings. I think Red Robin and Buffalo Wild Wings for me have the best.
Red Robin's fantastic.
And
I
I missed
think
this one. He was saying that did anybody growing up in a Latino household had a nickname?
Yes, everyone had a nickname based on their whatever affliction they had. Like my nickname was always Gordo, and like my and then we always had like people had some. But one of my buddies, his dad called him Tonto, and like yeah, and Visco, and like because they were cross-eyed. And I'm like, bro, like why do Mexican parents, dude, my parents, they were the ones that gave us all these horrible fucking nicknames based on our like problems and shit.
Well, my wife's Ecuadorian, so everything's Ito. So I'm Gordito. I knew a guy named Connor whose nickname was Esquina because it sounded too much like corner, which cracked me up. And it's actually how I learned the word corner in Spanish because I was like, what the hell's Esquina? Yeah. So
yeah, there's also a lot of Mexicans that we call Chino because they had the eyes, the little like more slanted eyes, and I'm like, why Chino? And I'm thinking maybe they have some sort of like Chinese to them. No, they just looked, and I'm like, bro,
dude, that happens. My wife's cousin, he looks Chinese. His name's Chino. Well, his name's not Chino. His nickname's Chino. It is
Hugo,
funny
what about
that they pick that out.
For me,
Flaco?
no, they didn't call me Flaco. I had a nickname, but it's kind of hard to explain, and it wouldn't sound right in English, so I don't think you guys are gonna get it.
say it in Spanish.
Try us.
No, it's because I would always call like my cousins names. Like I would always say like you have like a booty face or like fuck their face. Like cara de algo, cara de like whatever, right?
Yeah.
So my aunt would be like, she would call me el cara de qué dijimos.
Yeah, you had
Because I would
like,
always
confused face.
No. I would call people
Oh,
cara de whatever, cara de something. See, so it's kind of hard to understand, but
yeah.
But then growing up, like, no, but that was okay. That's it.
I mean,
sorry. A Texas Taurus, you gotta okay. First of all, I don't know why you're saying they're soggy because they're fresh. So, they're not frozen, so they still have like some moisture in there. I know you're used to like frozen fries.
He's talking about the fries from In-N-Out.
Yeah,
Dude, In-N-Out fries are fucking great, dude.
I actually get them lightly cooked.
Yeah,
I say
I like
light fried.
I like light well. So they come out like crispy outside, like soft inside. Light well is the way to go. But I used to date a girl, and her family might have called me pinche güero.
Sounds about right.
I think you went to the wrong Five Guys, JD.
No, dude, it's gotten up, dude. Like Five Guys, a burger is like Rendo said, like you can go out with this, $30 for one person.
Dude, we made so many jokes when that shit came up. Like, have you ever had Five Guys? No, bro, I didn't even have one. What the fuck?
Oh, it's a horrible name for a restaurant. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but like they charge per thing you want to put on it. So the fancier, parenthetically, the fancier you are, chili, onion, cheese, all that stuff, it adds up so quick.
Nah, bro. It's not about
Yeah,
that.
man.
I don't even think I ever
Oh.
been there.
AZ still trolling.
Lots of chicks straight up. Well, I think they're like in right now, right? Like everybody's like thick.
Dude, everyone's the whole torta thing, dude. Everyone now is into tortas all of a sudden.
Well, I mean,
Thick is
we're in America. 70% of people are obese. So
Oh yeah, so they have to change. They have to like it now because there's no one out there. Everybody's toxic who's skinny. I would be toxic if I was skinny.
Toxica.
I'd all of a sudden be
Toxicas,
like,
dude.
yeah,
That's
dude,
another
I'd
one.
be toxic as hell. I'd be like, you know who I am? No.
we don't. We're all getting.
Why
We're
do
all
you guys
getting
hate
there, bro.
bald host? Bald host.
We're all losing our hair. You're in the.
Hey, speak for yourself, bro.
Yeah.
It happens, bro. My abuela, gordo feo. Wow.
No, güero.
Güero feo. Oh, exactly. Güero feo.
My wife told me, she was like, cigars kill your hairline. I said, shit, I can't believe I'm going to be bald. She was like, I can stop it now, but yeah, I'm already heading in that direction. Maybe I could just grow my beard out or something.
Cara de culo.
Del
There's
pandeo.
a LCDH in New Jersey basement. La Casa del Pendejo.
Then that would be LCDP.
LCDP.
Unsalt
You guys
them.
get bad fries, then the next time. Oh yeah, you know what? That's true. Tell them unsalted, and they make you a fresh batch. And then
That's
just
the
add
good
salt
thing
to them.
about.
I'm sure they love that shit. It's like,
Oh, dude, yeah. You don't know what you're gonna get, bro. I when I was going to college, I worked at a Jack in the Box, and bro, like I'd worked at late night, and you'd get all the drunk assholes, dude, like the assholes, and dude, my supervisor would make them the worst burger, like drop it a couple times on the floor. I'm like, dude,
Ew.
it was bad, dude. Like
Wait, which restaurant?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box? Yeah, dude, that was a good restaurant. I was
I like
never an
Jack in the Box,
asshole though. I just said whatever you have in the kitchen's fine.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Dude, so when I was in high school, I used to hang out with these guys, and one of them worked at Jack in the Box. I think he became like store manager at one point.
Mhm.
And then one of my friends, he always used to get like this. It was like a sampler. He would put like jalapeno poppers, all the like the finger foods like mozzarella sticks and stuff like that.
Tacos.
And
yeah.
I thought it was like a regular menu item, but it wasn't. The homie would just kind of hook it up. And one time when our friend wasn't there, I asked for that. And then like he was like, no, we don't have that. I'm like, Alex makes it for us all the time. What are you talking about?
nice.
You just got Alex fired.
You got in trouble, dude.
Dude, I used to go to Subway. I used to work a night shift, and I would go to Subway before they closed. And I knew this guy named Alan that worked there, and he would just like blast me with like whatever was left of the cookies. He'd be like, I was like, I want, you know how you could combo out 2 chocolate chip cookies or whatever? He'd go, oh, fuck it, dude, just take the whole thing. He'd give me like a dozen cookies. And I was like, oh, what a great time to be alive, because all of a sudden I got like cookies for days, because I like the Subway cookies. Like some people don't like them, they're cold and they're soft. I'm like, no, man, they're good. They're great cookies.
Does anybody have any feedback here on Todos los Días DTT? Anybody smoke
I don't.
Which one?
the Todos los
I haven't
Días?
had it yet. No.
Yeah. I've had the Longsdale, the Edición Especial or whatever it's called, the Más Fuerte. I think if you're a Saka fan, you will like that, especially the darker shade cigars. You will definitely like it.
Nice. Yeah, dude, I can relate to the Subway cookies thing. Where I was living when I was in school, we like Subway was the only place around that had like kind of fast food, and so everybody got really tired of Subway on campus, but the chocolate chip cookies were like currency. The guys would like go to the girl they liked in the library and like drop off a chocolate chip cookie from Subway. That was currency.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
they were good, man. And if you went late enough, I don't know if this was just. I mean, I'm assuming it was just Alan, but I feel like if you were a normal person and had like a nice conversation with somebody, they'd be like, "Do you want these?" Because they like Alan said, we have to throw them away at the end of the night, so he would rather just give them away. And I said, "Oh, I'm always coming then." Like, because I would start work at midnight, so I'd get there at like 11:30. They closed at like midnight.
Disgusting.
Dude, I didn't care, man. I was like 19, 20 years old. I was like, oh man, boo, give me them all, man. Back then, I didn't have to worry about like catching pounds. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll work this off like just normally. Now, give me a dozen every day. They'd be like, yeah, I'm good. Start turning them down.
Nice.
I've
Nice,
never
nice,
been a
guys.
sub, but I put lettuce, bleach. That's great. And these guys had some horror stories about fucking fast food. That's disgusting.
What, the Jared stuff?
No, the fast food, like, so like honestly, that's why, like, if don't fuck with people like those that like complain and start arguing with the people there at the place, unless it's something that you can't eat, or like say they give you a meat patty, you can't eat meat, whatever, right? Then maybe, hey, ask for something change. But if it's something that you can kind of power through, most times why not? Because you never know what they're gonna give you. And trust me, working at fast food places, I've learned to be very nice with those people on even if they're assholes sometimes, nice with them.
I never liked Papa John from the beginning.
Yeah, same.
Never liked
I
it.
used to like it. It had nothing to do with the racism stuff, but like one time I got Papa John's and got really sick, and I haven't been back in like 2 years.
I just never tasted like pizza to me, dude. Tasted like bread and butter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude, they had their garlic sauce on the side. That shit would like stain your clothes. You're like, well, now I gotta buy new pants. Like, it was like, why is this here? And then they would give you that random ass pepper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
like
And you're like, why do I have this? Yeah.
I love the I think it's called chicken masala. The butter
Oh,
chicken,
chicken tikka masala or butter chicken?
Yeah,
Butter
tikka
chicken is
chili.
in the sauce.
the red one.
Yeah.
And
No,
there's like
good.
there's like this green salad with like I think like it's like kale superfood or something like that. I forget.
Is that
But
the palak
dude,
paneer? Something like
I don't
that?
know, but dude, my
Palak paneer is the spinach
Cheese.
gravy with cheese.
Yeah, is that the
my,
green
my,
one?
my,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my favorite is the Matter paneer.
Uh-huh.
Butter paneer,
Yeah.
Matter paneer. I love that one.
oh,
Yeah.
and one time they brought like 3 different sauces, and there was a green one. I think it has cilantro and like some I don't know what else it had, but it was like good. It was like minty.
It's like chutney. It's like a mint chutney.
Oh, okay.
Dude, we should all like have a pizza review with a cigar.
like Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, dude, we should all just pull out
One-
pizzas and be like,
one-
how's your
one
Papa
bite,
John's
one-
with that with that Maduro? Racist as hell.
You don't like this Maduro?
Yeah. Oh, you don't like it?
Pizza
Oh,
Patron. That's I think that's a Texas thing, or like I don't know.
Piece
It's
of
like
paper.
saying, hey girl, can I take you out for a nice dance and fuck? No way. Oh, you don't like dancing?
Hey, what is chicken masala a white food or what?
No, I think
So
a lot of people
butter
know about it,
chicken.
though.
Butter chicken is like, I feel like
It's the
the
go-to.
typical white dude order is like butter chicken garlic naan.
Oh,
Oh, I love naan, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Naan, our sponsor. Naan.
Samosas. Anything else destroys the bowels. I do gotta say it's got a lot of spices.
Dude, that reminds me of a dad joke. What's the difference between a Vietnamese restaurant and an Indian restaurant?
I feel like I heard this one before, but I can't remember what it was.
One is for profit, one is non-profit.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
But
Yeah.
dude,
You
where's
guys
that?
ready?
Yeah.
dude, I think-
Last thing, what's your Steven, what's your favorite Indian food? What do you gravitate towards?
Dude, my like favorite order is dal makhni, butter chicken, garlic naan. It's like typical white dude order.
Dude, cigars. AZ is cracking me up, man.
So when you so when you hang out with your in-laws and stuff, do they like cook and stuff? Since I know
Oh
you-
yeah, my mother-in-law cooks very well, very well. I prefer her home cooked food to pretty much any restaurant I've ever been to
That's
for
dope.
Indian food. Yeah.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
I can't say that I've had homemade Indian food. It's always catered at the events we go to with my wife. But it's good. I like it.
The thing is,
I
like,
can- oh, go
for
ahead.
big family events, we still cater at home, right? Like if we're gonna have like more than say 15 people, like you're just gonna order it. So like the home food that she makes is generally it's like just for us. Like if we come over, to visit, like she makes. But yeah.
Oh yeah, right on. Nice. And Sogi P saying try chicken tiki masala. It's good.
Yeah.
And what is this?
Biryani is the like rice dish. So all of the ingredients just kind of go into one bowl. So when you get biryani, you can get it with like whatever protein you want, if you want chicken or whatever. So like when I went to India, we did like we tried a bunch of different like chicken biryanis, goat biryani, all sorts. It's good.
Is that the equivalent of what is it called? Paella in Spain?
Sort of. You can
Okay,
think of
okay.
it like an Indian paella.
Okay.
Nice.
It's tikka, not tiki.
Yeah.
And don't make fun of Sanch cuisine. That fool eats fucking leaves. He eats leaves, bro.
He's
All right. So, what are our closing arguments for this cigar, or what do we got?
Yeah, I mean, I think I really enjoyed the first half. I think that the flavor profile was kind of like done in a way where there was like consistent first, second, and final thirds. The construction was perfect. I just didn't prefer that flavor profile in the final third. That's just my only critique of it.
Right on.
But I don't think it was a bad cigar.
Yeah, that final third got really harsh.
Yeah.
I think it shined about 15 to 25 minutes in, and then it started slowly losing me. Midway through the second third, it was still good, but I didn't feel like there was enough change, as I mentioned, several minutes ago. And then as it got to the final third, I just felt like it got like a lot more potent and stayed on my palate a lot more. And I was just like, yeah, it's good. But now I'm kind of like, how sometimes you just want to put a cigar down. You're like, yeah, I'm done with this one. Maybe pick up something else.
I have that kind of in between where like I still want to be smoking, but I don't want to be smoking that.
Exactly. It's like, okay, I haven't smoked long enough to be like, all right, I'm done with my session, but I'm like, I'm done with this one, right? Yeah, for sure.
I got something for AZ, but it's not a war bear.
Hey.
I would say it's kind of like a semi-linear cigar throughout as far as the flavor profile, but it's a crescendo in intensity cigar for me.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. I mean, it's an enjoyable cigar. Nothing to
I'm with you on that one. I
brag about.
enjoyed it. I did enjoy the first third, like a lot of that sweet notes and stuff like that. And then I did really enjoy the last part when it kind of intensified. It wasn't overly intense for me. Like I just felt like it had more flavor notes and profiles that I like. The only one note that I'm not a huge fan of was the earthiness, but everything else for me at the end did pretty good.
Nice. Good
Right
job.
on. All right, cool. What do we got coming up next week? I forget the schedule.
We have Karen Burger next week.
You.
Oh, okay, yeah, we got the Karen Burger
On the
at the
18th,
house.
right?
Yeah, Karen Burger.
18th. Yep.
So grab a Karen Burger if you have one. If not, if you want to go get one. Her cord lines are, I think, pretty affordable. I think I got a 4-pack of her cord lines for 20, 25, something like that.
Nice.
And so far I smoked 3 out of 4. I smoked the Connie first, then the Maduro, and today I smoked the Habano. So far on those, I really dig the Maduro, and then the Habano would be my next one, and then the Connecticut. It was just way too bitter for me. Way too.
That's a hard one to get right.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's that. And it's
Nice.
Karen Burger with the E. Burger.
Burger.
Yep.
Not to be confused with Verga, because that's something else.
Hey.
Yes,
Well, okay.
entirely.
And with that, I think we're ready to wrap up. Any final
Now-
thoughts, guys?
Did we say our sponsor above the level construction?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay. And luxury, obviously. Shout out luxury and above the levels construction, our sponsors for this episode.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
If
Oh,
you're not
nice.
a luxury cigar box person, like definitely look into it. They're worth it. Or even just to go into their site, and they have a lot of good cigars, a lot of different good cigars. So
yeah.
But with that,
Okay.
I'm done.
All right, cool. So thanks for joining, chat. It's been fun. And we will catch you guys next week with Karen. See ya.